The Minotaur fight for DanMachi, the manga-wise, is almost over. Sad to say, but it's also kind of a relief at the same time. So, Chapter 44. Before anything else, I want to mention, I'm actually enjoying the whole, we're getting releases on a really good time now. It's like almost twice a month, and we are not skipping months, we're just getting release after release after release after release. And I like that, because I can't imagine how much Raws there were, and then we're finally getting to a lot of the good stuff. Now, if only we had reached this point before the anime had aired, that would have been even better, but I'm not complaining too much. I'm enjoying it right now, and as long as we continue to get more chapters, as it stands, the manga is almost finished with Volume 3 of the light novel, and then they'll be moving on to Volume 4. Volume 5 is where the anime finished, so once we get to that point, the manga will be farther than the anime. So if it's about 2 months, maybe around volume 70, maybe 80, or even, not volume, chapter, maybe even 70, 80-ish, we'll have new content. Don't know how long they're going to stretch it out, if the chapters are still going to be super short. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they actually can have a decent sized pace after this Minotaur fight. Now, it's a shame to see that next chapter is going to probably be the conclusion of the Minotaur fight, because I'm enjoying it. It's a lot more detailed in the manga, while the anime version is still fucking phenomenal. You guys can find a review on my channel of it. I'm mostly a reaction, and I'm speechless. Now, it's also kind of a relief, because before the Minotaur fight we had decent sized chapters, and then we got to this, and then it was short chapters where it's just stuff you want more and more and more. It's just like, you left off right there? That's not fair, kind of thing. And once this is over, we get closer and closer to new content. So I'm excited, but also saddened to see whenever we finish a certain point that the anime's already gone over, and etc. Now, let's talk about the chapter. It was short, but I want to talk about the differences first off. 1. When Bell, if you've seen the anime episode 8 of DanMachi, when Bell charged the Minotaur and his base lard broke on the Minotaur's blade and all that, he had jumped up, flipped, and stabbed it into the Minotaur's arm, and then twisted it, breaking the Minotaur's bone so he could no longer hold the weapon in that hand. That did not happen in the manga. What actually happened is, he threw the broken base lard at the Minotaur. The Minotaur was wary of the Hestian knife at the time, so he got out his other dagger kind of weapon and charged him. He has striked at the Minotaur. The Minotaur blocked it with the actual normal dagger with his sword, while then Bell proceeded to pull out the Hestian knife and slice the Minotaur's hand clean off. It flew. So, let's see. He didn't do a flip and break that arm, he cut the arm off. And I like this equivalent. I like the differences. Both are so good in their own retrospect. I've even read the light novel volume for this, and that was phenomenal. I can't find any issues of how this didn't get adapted in this way and this way. It still was really damn close. The manga's adapting from the light novel pretty damn close. The anime's adapting from the light novel and the manga pretty damn close, and god damn, I love that. And we see Bell using more skills and strategies, what he had been lacking and all that. He needed to formulate plans, he needed to actually think ahead, and by throwing the dagger kind of thing and distracting him and slicing his hand off, and then at the end of the chapter picking up his weapon to do some damage, because it's tough to deal damage to a Minotaur since their flesh is so hard, and the Hestian knife is the only thing that can really do damage. He picked up the sword that the Minotaur had dropped and all that, and now he's going to go on the offensive. I won't spoil anything, but it's either next chapter or the chapter after that where we'll see the conclusion of the Minotaur arc and Bell's growth. We're already seeing a lot of his growth where he's still remembering the training Aiz gave him. Aiz is insanely fast. He says, "I've fought faster foes than you," and he's remembering all the skills and techniques. He's remembering how to fight, he's learning, he's growing, and even Freya's astounded at that when he cut the Minotaur's hand off. Now, thing is, I'm really curious to see how Bell will kill the Minotaur, since there is some difference from the anime. Will he kill him the same way, or will there be a major or minor difference? Either way, I know I'll probably enjoy it, because the manga is what got me into DanMachi, and then I watched the anime, and then I'm reading the light novel, and I just want more and more and more. So yeah, sorry for this shortish review on the whole thing. The chapter wasn't too long. Once we get longer chapters, my reviews are probably going to stretch out a little bit, because I have a lot more I want to talk about. DanMachi is one of my favorite all-time series, be it the light novel, manga, or anime equivalent. I love it. So yeah. Tell me your thoughts on Chapter 44 of DanMachi. Are you excited for the possible fight conclusion next chapter? Because if it's following the anime kind of thing or the light novel, then it's going to conclude next chapter. But the actual full arc will conclude maybe the chapter after that. Were you impressed by Belle's skills and growth in this? Did you like the minor differences that the anime and manga have, so it keeps up the little bit of variety, so you're not seeing the exact same thing? Although the exact same thing wouldn't be irritating or disappointing, it'd still be pretty damn good. It's just we're getting these minor differences that still make it interesting and keep us reading and reading and reading. So yeah, have a good day. Watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. Check out the links in the description where you can go and add me on Facebook. Go follow me on Twitter. Go check out Chapter 44 of DanMachi. And tell me your thoughts in the comments below. What'd you think about the chapter? What'd you think about Belle's growth, etc., etc., etc. And for those that do comment, don't spoil anything if you've seen the anime, and if someone hasn't else seen the anime. I don't want to spoil. They should go check out the anime if they haven't already, so they can know the greatness. So yeah, be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'm doing reactions, reviews, etc., etc., etc. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good one.